Welcome to another program of Focus on Health. The goal of this program is to give you enough health-related information that you can choose to follow a healthy lifestyle, or if necessary, make very informed healthcare decisions. I'm really excited about this program here, and I know I'm excited about all the other programs too, but this specifically, because this is going to empower you, the viewer, into doing something positive for your health. And we're going to give you that information on the other side of this commercial. See you then.
I volunteer.
Step up.
I
volunteer.
Cool. I volunteer.
We volunteer.
And I volunteer.
Hi, I'm Sally Goins, the volunteer coordinator here at Columbus Animal Care and Control, and we would love to have you come and help make a difference. If you're interested in volunteering, please call me at 706-225-4666 or email me at animalcontrol@columbusga.org.
Man, I wish the city would fix these darn potholes. Someone needs to report this.
Has this ever happened to you and you didn't know who to call? It's simple. Dial 311 or 706-653-4000. Columbus 311 Citizen Service Center. Our goal is to provide complete, accurate, and timely information to citizens and employees regarding complaints, inquiries, and requests for information. Columbus 311 Citizen Service Center, your direct link to city service.
On health. Now, to my right here, I have Miss Charlotte Davis, and she's going to tell us about a really good program, and she's going to have to help me with this, called Chronic Disease Self-Management Program. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, Charlotte, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for the introduction. I'm an assistant planner at River Valley Regional Commission, and I recently got out of graduate school at Columbus State University in December 2013, and very excited to be here.
Went to Columbus State for my nursing degree. Real good school. Charlotte, I'm excited about this program, and I was called months ago by a very good friend of mine, Ilona Prieto, and I really wanted to go through this here, and as you very well know, I'm going to be going through this course.
Right. I'm thankful for it.
Oh, no, I'm thankful that you all have a program like this here available. And what we're going to do is we're going to let our viewing audience know just how they can be empowered to control any of the chronic diseases that they have. So let's get started. I see the thing up there that says Living Well. If we go to the overview, which is the next slide, and have you tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program was developed by Stanford University in 1996 from a 5-year research grant, and it has been implemented all over the world. Just to give a few countries, the U.S., the United Kingdom, Japan, several more. It promotes healthy living through self-management. Right. Self-management is the key term in the program, and it's the core value of the program.
What I like and what you corrected me about the other day was that at first thing I figured it was just for seniors, but you correctly and opened up my eyes as anyone living with a chronic condition.
That's
any age.
That's correct. I mean, everybody has their everyone has a challenge with something, whether it's a chronic condition. Everyone deals with something.
Sure.
And so it's not just for senior citizens, as you said. It's also meant for people who might be living with somebody in close proximity who has a chronic condition.
Right, and that's exciting for me because it empowers caregivers. And what I see in the community a lot, it may be a person who may have a condition that's self-limiting for them, and they have neighbors who care about them.
Right.
Those neighbors also could go through this course here.
Sure.
In order to help that individual, and it is a part of life. If you live long enough, you may have some chronic condition. It will teach that person how to deal themselves with the problem if they have it.
Self-management is great for everybody in every walk of life, every age.
We'll go to the next slide. Talks about workshops.
The workshops, for some basic information, the duration is 6 weeks.
Okay.
There is one session per week, and every session is 2.5 hours.
Okay, that's easy. And the workshops are facilitated by the certified Living Well lay leader. Is this someone who has gone through the course and then has had some additional training, or what?
The lay leaders are generally people who are non-medical professionals,
Sure.
non-healthcare professionals, and they undergo training from a master trainer certified from Stanford University. And so they complete a four-day workshop, 27 hours, and so that way they're equipped to facilitate a workshop.
You know what I like about this here is what you just got finished saying. A person doesn't even have to have any kind of medical background or healthcare background. It could be anyone that can get involved in this.
Yes,
here.
sir.
And the sessions last for what, 2.5 hours? What time do they start about? Do you know, or do the times fluctuate?
Well, that's a really interesting question because it could depend on the group that one has,
Okay.
the group that's in the CDSMP course.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide. It says sessions. Now, what's this, a big word, lecturette?
Well, the best part is we don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
Stanford University has developed, people from Stanford University have developed the curriculum.
Okay.
And so we facilitate the curriculum to assist people to, so they learn tactics of self-management.
Oh, okay.
So there's also brainstorming that's involved. Brainstorming is general feedback from the group of how to solve problems.
Right.
So there's a lot of problem solving involved because when you have a chronic condition, obviously you have your challenges, your problems,
Sure.
and whenever you want to self-manage those problems, what do? You create an action plan, and that's also a core value of the chronic disease self-management program is the focus on action planning.
Good.
You have problems, you set goals, you make a plan to solve those problems, and you can tweak it as you go along because it is self-management and you are in charge of yourself and your condition. It does not rule you.
Right. And I like the brainstorming because everyone has a different perspective pretty much on things.
Right, right.
So it really involves, it's not so much from the standpoint of one person specifically telling a group, but it's feedback from the person to the group and from the group to the person, from the individuals.
Right, right. And also, the beauty of brainstorming and feedback in this, in the program is the idea that there is support. You are not in this alone.
Right.
Whatever condition or challenge you might have, everyone has something that they deal with.
Which is a good point. And it's one of the things that I brought up on many of my programs. I'm a big believer, by the way, in groups. If an individual has a problem, regardless of what it is, I'm a big believer in group therapy because you get support that way.
Right, right.
Let's go to sessions.
Glad to.
Mind-body connection. I like that. And everyone does know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that there is a connection between your mind and your body. But let's show the second one, getting a good night's sleep. Very important.
With getting a good night's sleep, everybody's common sense tells them that this is good for your health. But it isn't always possible with busy lives, stressful work environment,
Right.
Family engagements even. Everybody has stress, and everybody knows deep down, yes, I'm supposed to get a good night's sleep.
Right.
But it isn't always that way. We're always going to toss and turn about something. And so anyway, in session one, in the facilitation of session one, we learn a little bit about tactics to get a good night's sleep. And also that's where brainstorming from the group comes in as well, too.
Right.
They can call out certain...
Things that they do that will help them.
Right, something that may have worked for somebody may work for someone
Right,
else.
right,
And so
exactly right.
that's the beauty of feedback. And so getting a good night's sleep, it rejuvenates the body, gets you, helps you go on with your daily activities, and helps you manage your health in a more positive manner. I mean, aren't you cranky when you don't get good sleep?
Well, yeah. Well, my wife says I'm cranky all the time, but I'm only teasing. No, you do. You feel irritable, and there's daytime somnolence when you have to stay awake, but you feel sleepy. So it doesn't optimize your day when you don't get enough sleep.
And I'd actually like to bring that back to the mind-body connection
Sure.
because when you don't feel good, you know, whenever you are tired and you don't feel good, you're not going to have the most positive thinking.
Exactly.
And that sort of sets a chain reaction to your symptoms worsening.
Right.
So I guess that's the way we can tie it back to the mind-body connection.
And not only that, but it trains a person to be acutely aware of things that they need to work on, that they need to channel logically if they're feeling a certain way, if there's a certain problem in their body, logically through what you call an action plan to be able to hone in on that and address it. So
Oh,
I'm really
yes.
excited about this so far. Feedback and problem solving, that's all through that brainstorming and stuff that you're doing.
Brainstorming and action planning, because you plan an action. You have a problem, you make a plan to solve that problem, you decide how much you're going to do something, you're going to decide what you're going to do, and then you're going to decide if it works for you, if you've measured its effectiveness. The next week, that's when you get feedback once you have shared your results to the group, if you feel so inclined to do so.
Let's go to the next one, which says dealing with difficult emotions. And you want to know something? You know what we're going to do? I know I have you coming back at the end of the program. I'm going to call another good friend of mine, Ilona Prieto, who I've known for years, and let her talk about some of these things here as an RN and a nurse. But let me just tell you, I'm very, very, very impressed with some of the things that you've said in the connection, particularly the mind-body connection, and from being from CSU. And so you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break right now. When we come back from the break, we're going to be with a friend of mine, Miss Ilona Prieto. See you there.
I was afraid of that.
Well, guess it's time to get you fixed.
Your pets will start fooling around sooner than you think.
Go on, get out of here!
Accidental litters lead to millions killed in shelters each year. Help prevent more. Fix at month.
Bicycles are fun at any age. Just remember the rules of the road when you're out enjoying a bike ride. And motorists, when you're sharing the road with cyclists, use caution and give at least 3 feet when passing. Bicycles are safe, fun, and sensible. When you ride, be visible, be predictable, and be alert. You'll have a safe ride and a great time. Let's get there together, Georgia. A message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome back to Focus on Health. I have a good friend of mine, another nurse, Ms. Ilona Prieto. Took me a long time to be able to, she's a friend, to even pronounce her last name, but I got that right, didn't I?
Perfect.
Perfect,
Perfect
lady.
pronunciation.
Now, Ilona, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Just take a minute.
All right. My name is Ilona Priel. I work for the Area Agency on Aging. We are a department with the River Valley Regional Commission, and most important, I'm the nurse there. So I do RN duties. I'm a program director, and truly am blessed to help people.
Great. And could you look in that camera and tell them how they can contact y'all? Look in that camera right there and tell them how they can contact you and Charlotte for this program.
Very important. Our telephone number for the Area Agency on Aging is 706-256-2910, 706-256-2910. And you can call us and either ask for Charlotte or for Ilona.
There we go. Now, Charlotte was really giving. I'm really excited about this program
Yes.
here. And we've gotten to session 2. And let's talk about dealing with difficult emotions.
Well, Pops, as you know, we all have difficult emotions.
Sure.
Especially if you have to live with a chronic condition.
Right.
And I would say that pretty much everybody is
Has
living with it,
something.
has something. From high blood pressure to
Migraines or
migraines,
something.
to arthritis, whatever it might be. And this will cause you at times depression. You are sad. You might not like your neighbors. You might not like yourself. You might not like your life. And you're really struggling emotionally.
Right. Now, let's stop for a minute and talk a little bit about feeling blue versus depression. Because you want to know something? I felt blue the other day.
Well, this program will talk with you a little bit about what is a depression, what is a clinical depression, and what is sadness,
Right.
the feeling blue. And not only that, it will teach you and talk with you about how you can change your mind or how you can change your approach to the situation so
Right.
that you might feel a little bit better.
Right. It's all deals with the mind and how you perceive things.
I always like to say you cannot solve a problem with the same mindset you
Exactly.
had when you created the problem.
Exactly. That's good. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that line.
Anytime, anytime. So mind-body
Mind-body connection is
dictates everything you do pretty much in life, I would say.
Ex-
It's how you react
and how you perceive
and
it.
how you perceive, yeah.
And that's exactly what Charlotte has said. That is the definite, that mind-body connection. Next one, introduction to physical activity and exercise.
Okay, question is how much is enough? How much is too much? How much is not enough?
Right.
A lot of people still have questions, especially if you have a chronic condition. Do you really know how much you should exercise and what you can do?
Right.
So there are little tips and a few tricks and a few hints that we can give during that program for you as the participant to self-evaluate what you can and cannot do.
So you get a little bit of objectivity to your
Yes.
situation.
Yes. We give you the facts, and you translate this into your own everyday life.
Good. That is excellent. I know in my case, I've always been the one to go out there and want to do a 100-yard dash, and I can't get to 50. So just having in that group setting and with someone pretty much facilitating
Right.
it kind of brings things back to reality to you, to what you as an individual can do.
Well, think about it. If I approach exercise by saying I can only walk from my front door to my mailbox, I might as well not do it. But you come to the class or you come to the course and you hear people saying, you know, I weren't able to get my mail on my own, but now I can walk to the mailbox.
Right.
The empowerment
The
to hear
empowerment of something like that. That's awesome.
that's
That's awesome. That's
That's-
why I'm
that's part.
excited about this program here. Now, here's a topic that I hear a lot in the community, and that's balance improvement. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, I keep trying to tell people, and I talk to my son even about the subtleness of things that happen to you when you age, for instance.
yes,
And balance is definitely one of them.
yes.
And so let's talk a little bit about that.
Balance pretty much can be dictated by what kind of medications you're taking. Are you wearing your glasses or not?
Right?
Even how is your hearing?
Exactly.
Did I sleep well last night? It's like we talk about a symptom cycle in this course, and so many things. Depression is part of the symptom cycle, and all of those experiences that you have, or all of those symptoms you have within the cycle, can actually cause balance problems.
Exactly.
So if you go into the symptom cycle and you work on, let's say, the medication issue, you might just break your risk of falling by knowing what medication you take, by knowing when to take it, how to take it, where to take it. It's all interconnected.
It's all in that cycle
It's
because
all,
you might
it's all connected.
You
yeah.
might change something here that will affect something else that's bothering you.
And we also talked just a little bit about the home. How do I need to set up my home?
Exactly.
I have a throw rug here. I really
That's right.
I really don't want to get rid of it, but you're telling me I need to get my walkways clean. What can I do with my throw rack? We can even brainstorm ideas and thoughts about that.
Of course, going to some of the homes, senior homes specifically, the most difficult thing I have is throw rugs, but not only throw rugs, but even positioning, rearranging furniture for them that if they trip, they won't hit their
Right.
heads on something. So
Very important.
that's extremely important. And that leads us into the next slide, which is decision making. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to work now. Decision making. There we go. It's up there.
In this course, Stanford says brainstorming and action planning and really thinking about a problem that you might have will lead to a good decision.
Sure.
The decision, however, still is yours.
Exactly.
So if we walk through the decision-making process, we pick 2 or 3 ideas from the group, actually, and see which one has the most impact on the group, and then we brainstorm.
Ooh.
Everybody has an idea about how to fix a problem,
Sure.
or how to approach a problem, or what to do with a problem. The issue then is, once I have identified, what action am I going to take?
Sure.
And the action that you might be taking is yours, and yours alone, because it needs to fit you and your lifestyle and your chronic condition.
Exactly right.
So then you make an action plan, and I know Charlotte had talked about it briefly
sure did.
before. Action planning is crucial to this course because it lets me verbalize, lay out, and think about a very distinct and definite action that I can take in order to solve my problem.
To solve the problem.
The fun part is, once you have told your course, let's say, I will drink 1 glass of water with each meal 7 days a week, because I really don't drink enough water. But it's on my mind. It's something I want to change. I want to change as the participant. I have to come back next week, and if I'm so inclined, I will tell you, okay, class, my action plan was, and I have either achieved, modified, or not achieved that action plan.
That is so
If
good.
I have not achieved, then the facilitator will say, would you like to have some help from the class or from the group? And then you can brainstorm again. See, it's a theme.
It's yes.
In every course that we facilitate, for us to get used to the idea of problem solving.
Sure.
And then us having a success.
This is great, and as I mentioned when Charlotte was here, I've been a big supporter, believer, enthusiast with groups. And this just shows the benefit of the group dynamics in this here. And the fact that you're using individuals to help and reinforce a very positive behavior. To let some of you know, and next week I start taking this course, I'm excited. It's a dynamic. I'm getting more excited even talking about it now here or in front of the camera. Can't wait. Like for more of you all to get involved in it. I can see where this is going to be very crucial in each of y'all's lives for not only helping yourself but helping others.
Can I say just one little thing about the action planning and about the course itself? Everything that is said in this course is confidential.
Great.
Once the course has formed, nobody else is admitted. There are no observers. Nobody can just say, oh, let me see what it's all about.
Sure.
And you really become a support group, if you choose to.
Right.
It's self-management. You really have support built in. Yes, in this course.
And I love that. I love the support in it, but it's also, you are still as an individual. What I like about it, you as an individual, you're in the driver's seat, which is what I try to tell a lot of people about their health. The responsibility for their health is their own, and they use the doctors, the nurses, whoever else. This team concept of this course is extremely exciting to me as a healthcare professional, knowing that it's something in the community available for individuals to get involved in. Let's talk about pain and fatigue management.
Oh my goodness, pain and fatigue. Any chronic condition invariably will have pain and fatigue somewhere along the line built in. And again, coming back to the symptom cycle, if you break just a little bit, break into the symptom cycle and fix just one of the symptoms you might have, you might break through pain and fatigue. Exercise can break pain. Sleeping well can work with the fatigue. Fatigue might also be involved in depression.
Exactly
feeling
right.
blue. So I might not know why I'm so fatigued all the time. Gee, I slept 8 hours last night. So that evaluation of self
helps to harness in and cue you into.
Yeah, and finding the harmony in your body.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is exciting. And let's talk about something, relaxation.
We don't relax enough. We really don't. We think we do, but relaxation can be talking to you right here. Could be relaxation for some people. Or it can be reading a book. It can be calling a friend. It can be...
Could be calling a friend. That's right.
Can be listening to a relaxation tape.
Sure.
And what we really emphasize on in this course is visualization. Close your eyes and go somewhere.
Visualize something.
Go somewhere pleasant. And come back And we go through that during one of the sessions and come back refreshed and energized and learn this tool. You need to learn this. Not everybody can do this right away. Learn this, go home and practice so that anytime you go maybe into an unpleasant situation, I do it at my dentist's office. I'm always at a beach somewhere.
There you go, sure.
Cuts down on the pain, cuts down on the anxiety, right?
Right.
So, but it needs to be learned. So
that is very good. Mine, by the way, is a certain area on the Riverwalk that I visualize when I want to relax. She disclosed. I figured I would disclose too. Let's go to session 4. Better breathing.
Better breathing. Oh, we even teach you how to breathe better. From sitting up straight to how to take a deep breath, and we also tell you why it's important. I always find it difficult if things are said we need to do, but we don't have the tools. This course will give you tools.
Great.
Techniques, ideas. I mean, we just throw it out at you. And you can decide what will work for you and what will not work for you. But better breathing, so important to get the oxygen in your body so that you have the energy that you need to make a change in your life.
Healthy eating.
Again, just like exercise, what is enough, what is not enough, what should I eat, should I not eat, when should I eat, why should I eat? I mean, there are so many questions there are, but we systematically walk through this. And just say, if you want to lose weight, maybe you need to cut back on so many calories a day. We're not telling you which one, which calorie
you have that
or
choice
what
yourself.
Food item you need. You figure this out for
That's
yourself.
good.
But you know how you can get there.
You know, speaking about the next one, communication skills and problem solving, you talked about that all along, and that's what I really, really, really do like. Let's skip to session 5. Let's see if we can get session 5 up there. All righty, session 5. And we talked about it, making healthy food choices.
Yes.
Let's go to the one that we nurses know is real crucial, medication usage.
Okay, medication usage. Who, what, when, where, and why.
That's
right?
exactly
the
right.
The 5 W's, I know.
That's exactly right.
But just as simple as, where am I going to place my medication so that I won't forget to take it in the morning? This morning I had this conversation with Charlotte. Charlotte came, she said, are you ready? And I looked in my purse and here was my blood pressure medication. So I disclosed I have high blood pressure. So I thought I had taken it. I could not remember.
Sure.
Because
that's happened.
last night I spent at my daughter's. I was not at home. It was not next to my coffee machine, right? So I could not remember. I really had to stop for a second. I said, yeah, I did.
See?
Who has who doesn't?
That's common. That's happened to me so often. I've had to sit and think about it for a minute. So, but that's a common occurrence. And for some of you that it may be happening to you, it's not dementia. It's not anything. If you've been thinking that, it's just something that happens.
It happens. But not only taking the medication. What am I taking? Should I be taking it? How do I talk with my physician about taking the medication? And is it valuable to me?
Yes, all those things are important. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I'm all the time saying, I repeat, that I am responsible for my health. So when I go to the doctor, I'm the captain of the ship. The doctor's to help me. When I go to the nurse is to help me. I'm the captain.
That's right.
If I go to the pharmacist. So at each stage, you are in charge and you need to ask questions.
Yes.
Why? How long? And have I been on this medication too long? Because I'm a senior now, and I know that my liver doesn't process things.
Yes.
So all those things, I can't wait till, let me see, when is it? 1 p.m. on the Monday, the 28th?
That's class 0.
That's
it class 0.
I can't wait to start class 0. I'm so excited about
class
this.
Class 0, if you're interested in coming, call Charlotte or call myself. And
tell them, look in that camera and let them know.
Call Charlotte or myself at 706-256-2910 and sign up for session 0, especially if you're not quite sure if you should take this course or not. Class 0, Charlotte will be there and she will be telling you all about it again. And then you can sign up, of course, and take the 6-week, 2.5-hour sessions that we are offering.
There we go. Now, these are, we've talked about the dealing with depression.
Yes.
Let's talk now, and we kind of talked about making informed treatment decisions when we say take charge. let's talk about positive thinking.
Positive thinking. You are who you think you are. You are who you think.
Sure.
What you think. Positive thinking lets you change your mindset. And in this course, we do teach you tools on how to do that. We walk through scenarios to show you what a negative thought process would look like and how you can change a negative into a positive.
Oh, boy, this is good. This is good. Now, this is
and
really
you
good.
can use this every day in every situation.
In any kind of a situation.
In any kind of situation.
Right.
All of the tools that are taught through Stanford here, you can apply every day.
This is
if
awesome.
you have a chronic condition or not, or if it's health related or not. It's an everyday tool that you can use.
Now, we've talked about, in session 6, if you were to hit the next line, we've talked about working with the healthcare professional, weight management. Let's talk about the one here, planning for the future.
Planning for the future, very important. There are 2 segments that I would like to talk about. One, planning for the future is, do you have a power of attorney for healthcare? Does your family know what your wishes are if you have to go into the hospital and you cannot speak for yourself?
Yes.
For myself, I would hate to think that my family would have to make painful decisions for me,
Sure.
or that I don't have control over what happens to me.
Yes.
Whatever works. The other one is planning for the future is also stay with your group, make a support group out of this course, connect with people in that course, so that if you struggle with brainstorming, or you need a brainstorm, or you struggle with one of your action plans, you can pick up your phone.
That you can connect with.
Help me out here. What would you do?
This is awesome.
It is, isn't it?
I can't wait till
like
class 0
Yes.
to get started.
Yes.
We're going to take a break now, and we're going to come back on the other end of this commercial, and we're going to be here with Charlotte. But before we leave, give them looking at camera, give them their contact information again.
All right, it is Charlotte Davis or Ilona Priadel at the Area Agency on Aging, and the number is 706-256-2910.
Be back on the other end of this commercial.
I am a teenager.
I am online.
I enjoy sharing thoughts,
Music. Videos.
ideas.
Information.
I will not
I will not be a victim to threats.
to stalking.
To soliciting.
To predators.
I will be responsible.
I will be careful. I will be honest.
I will be smarter. I would get my parents involved.
I will protect myself.
I will be safe.
I am a teenager.
And I
And I
will not
be bullied.
I'm Jay Alexander, a local electrical contractor and chair-elect of the Greater Columbus, Georgia Chamber of Commerce. We all talk about wanting to bring more business to Columbus, yet in the last year, we have all seen millions of dollars in stolen copper create problems in our city. It's not just the theft of copper, it's the damage done to the businesses, homes, and commercial property. If you have knowledge of someone participating in copper theft, you can be awarded up to $1,000 through Crime Stoppers. Please call 706-653-3188.
Welcome back to Focus on Health. I have Charlotte back here with me, and we're going to be talking about the benefits of this program. But before we do, what I'd like for you to, Charlotte, for this time here, to give the dates and time of this upcoming class, because it might not be the dates and times of future classes, but the ones that I'm going to be a part of. I want you to give the dates and times.
Thank you. I happen to have the dates with me. The first session is an introductory session, or session 0, and it starts at 1 o'clock p.m. at the Pastoral Institute. Session 0 is just to give some, just to answer some questions, and it's for people to gather. It's somewhat informal, where you can figure out if the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program workshops are right for you. So the official workshop starts August 4th, and then the dates are obviously August 4th, August 11th, August 18th, August 25th, September 2nd, and September 8th. They are all at the Pastoral Institute, and they are all from 9 o'clock a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So 2.5 hours, one session per week for 6 weeks, same location.
And the first class, the 0 class, is where it's going to be
The
when
Pastoral
and where?
Institute. It's
At what time?
at 1 o'clock p.m.
At 1 p.m.
Yes.
I'm going to be there. I'd probably be there at 12:30 waiting. That's how good this is.
If they let you in.
If they, you know. Okay, look, we've covered, just going down the list here, individuals learn tactics of self-management in a relaxed, non-intimidating atmosphere based on, and this is what I like, this is really what's called now, an operant word now among everything, is evidence-based. So this is based on research. And, but I want you, if we can get the slide up on this next one, to start speaking about, here we go. Start with the majority of them, it's already up, have had fewer individuals hospital visits.
Right. According to the Stanford research, people who have taken the CDSMP courses have found that they have had fewer hospital visits, find that they do exercise more, they're better able to take charge of their health in a positive manner. So the results have been overall positive. The program is designed to equip yourself with tools that can help you manage your condition and manage your life in a positive manner.
And what I like about that you spoke about and Ilana spoke about, it's everyone involved. It's the person who's facilitating the course, but equally the individuals who are in the group. And there's just that constant feedback. And what I didn't know, Charlotte, until Ilona said it, that when it comes to future planning, that when you're off to yourself, if there's something, a hurdle, then you've got the individuals in your class with whom you were with that you could call on the phone. This class is awesome. I appreciate you and Ilana being involved with it, for bringing it to the community, for individuals. As a healthcare professional, as many of you know, I'm out in the community. Yes, I'm on city council, but I'm going to always be a nurse. And I'm always involved in your health, that you live as long and have as quality of life as you want to have with your loved ones. And this is going to be an intrinsic part of that. I'd like for as many of you as possible to really grab a hold of this program, because as many of you know, I've talked to countless of you at health fairs. You are in charge of your health. This is going to be something very good for you. And just take a little bit of time and just put your and Ilana's contact information in this camera right here, that they repeat it twice, that individuals will know how to contact you.
Okay, again, my name is Charlotte Davis from River Valley Regional Commission Area Agency on Aging.
Bingo.
And we also have here Ilona Prieto from the Area Agency on Aging. And the contact number is 706-256-2910 if you would like to sign up for the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program starting in July and extending into August and September. Or if you want some more information, we are here and we will be happy to take your call.
And Mike's got it up on the screen. I want to thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you,
Ilona, thank you so very much for coming. I'm excited about this program, folks. Please take advantage of it. Until next time, always remember that God is good, and all the time, God will always be there for you. Bye-bye now.